everyone. Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am your host, Minty Betts, and I'm joined by Tony Finn at WagerTalk on Twitter and Drew Martin at Drew Martin Betts on Twitter. Give him a follow. This Sunday, we've got the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. This one is a toss-up for me. I don't really know if I can trust Bill O'Brien and go with the Texans, or I don't know. I like the Chiefs here, but just I have no opinion. Tony?
This is a situation that this Kansas City team hasn't been in, really. I mean, they've been favorites during the regular season, but this is different. Last year, they got a bye. They were at home. They're at home again with bye. Long story short, on this beautiful game, it's going to be a beautiful game. Is that 5 of the starters that are going to be in this game were not at Week 6 when Houston defeated, I think it was 31-24, something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a couple differences. Chris Jones wasn't part of it. Eric Fisher wasn't a tackle. Two big pieces of Kansas City's success. Kansas City had 0 sacks. 0 sacks. And I've said all year, when I've played on Houston, it's been against teams that do a very poor job of pressuring the quarterback or getting in the backfield. And when I faded Texans, it's been against teams that pressure the quarterback well. Right. And if you look, last week they were fortunate to win. I think they got sacked 7 times. This is not a good offensive line.
Right.
It's not even a good rebuilt offensive line, supposedly. This Chiefs defense has allowed, what, 11 or 12 points over the last 5 or 6 games. And the addition of Suggs is, you've read nothing about it. It's big. It's big for them. And I haven't played this game yet. I haven't made a decision yet. A lot of things I still want to think about in this game. Much of it has to do with Fuller. In truth, when Fuller is active, you guys, Watson averages almost 300 yards passing. Wow. When he's inactive, 170 yards passing.
Wow, he's very, has an impact.
He's the one that stretches the field.
Yeah.
He's 12 yards a catch. He is dangerous. Yeah. And as good as the Chiefs have been defensively, and if you look at, in my rankings, and if you look at just the peripheral, the surface rankings for the Chiefs, they're much better than they were last year. Surface numbers. Again, this is a game the Chiefs win. It's at Arrowhead. There's a revenge factor. Although if you consider revenge in the NFL, I like Kansas City. Laying 10 points is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a big.
That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah, that's true. And to your point, I absolutely trust Andy Reid over O'Brien, especially
for sure.
If you look at his record off a bye week.
Coaching wise, yes, I agree.
Yeah, it's big. It's good.
And off of a bye with extra time to prepare, that's very important. You know, speaking about Kansas City, and you kind of bring up the fact of they didn't have everybody the first time around, and now they do. So we get that kind of change like you like as a sports bettor. So, and it's also speaking to their defensive success. You know, 6 straight against the spread covers here. Yeah. Kansas City's been cashing some tickets, Minty, of late. Also speaking to the fact of their defense playing better, 1 in 5 over/under, meaning 5 unders, only 1 over in their last 6 contests. So maybe look a kind of a trend there towards the under here of 51, Minty. Okay. The one thing keeping me off of this, and Tony kind of talked towards this, is the Texans' offensive line, but even behind them, Deshaun Watson. We've seen him perform well on big stages before. You know, we're talking about the national championship this Monday. Deshaun Watson and Clemson, he did it on that stage. He's had huge games in the NFL as well. That's the reason I don't want to lay 10 points here. If you made me play this right now, I would be on the underdog, catching 10. I haven't bet it yet either, though.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll get to the window either. All right, thanks, guys. $9 Monday at WagerTalk.com and SportsMemo.com. All daily packages for Monday's action are only $9, including any 5% best bets normally priced at $40.